Scott in Manhattan. You're on WNYC. Hi, Scott.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
What do you teach?
I'm an 8th grade ELA teacher in the South Bronx.
Uh-huh.
So I have gotten a lot of experience with the Common Core over the past year. I'm just a first-year teacher, but I found a lot of opportunities for training through educator groups such as Educators for Excellence and working with the Park Assessment Group. And I found that it really empowers teachers and that the standards are something that I have to bring to my students and really make me a creative teacher and really help out my students in the South Bronx.
Give me a concrete example of teaching English language arts in middle school in the South Bronx, how you feel that you're empowered by these standards.
Well, the standards are actually much simplified from past standards where there'd be hundreds of standards, and a lot of teachers, what they would do is just, okay, this is what I'm teaching today, here's the 10 standards. But right now, when there's so few standards, you're actually focusing on really important, critical things. So if I'm looking at writing research papers, it's how to write a proper thesis, and that is one of the standards, writing a claim, making an argument. And so really focusing in on that for a week on one standard, getting that down, I see my students after a week of writing a bunch of claims that they're able to do that much stronger because these standards are so focused as well.
And do you think that tests could be developed? I don't know if as a first-year teacher you have an impression of these tests that everybody's so shocked about the results of from this year, but do you think that tests could be developed that accurately reflect your teaching of things like how to develop a thesis?
Of course, and I think people are working on that. As was just mentioned, Smarter Balance and Park assessments are coming out in the next couple of years. So there's a large group of people making these tests so that they're not just from testing companies. These are sort of outside organizations that are doing them, and I think that'll help and improve the test a lot. I think the drop in test scores are something that's inevitable. The test was a lot more difficult than past years. My students were saying that they were certainly sweating a bit, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done on that regard. But I think overall this is a major paradigm shift in education. I'm seeing that from teachers. I'm seeing that from veteran teachers, and it's exciting to see.
Do you think there's an experience gap with respect to the attitudes? In other words, I didn't ask that well. Do you think that you as a younger teacher are in a group of younger teachers who are more enthusiastic about this, and the older teachers are like, oh, now what are they sending down the pike?
That's certainly something that happens with any change in education, I think. And I think fresh blood is always going to be a little more excited about these things. And you hear from more veteran teachers that, oh, here's the newest fad. But when you talk to organizations that have put together the Common Core, and I was sent to Denver to go through Student Achievement Partners, which are some of the authors of the Common Core, and they said this is much more than just a fad, and this is sort of the future of education, and we're moving beyond drill and kill. We're actually getting students focused and ready for college so that they don't have to take remedial courses, and it's really exciting. And so what we're seeing is a lot of the younger teachers trying to bring that excitement to the older teachers.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. The older